Nothing. I don't know.
Don't you want to ride on the carousel?
I didn't say that. I just thought it was too soon after all the hamburgers. Not too much meat.
Look, I'm willing to do anything you want. We'll save the carousel for later.
All right. Why don't we go over on the Midway and I'll win you a Cupid doll or something?
No, I have a better idea. Let's go on the bumper cars, and then we can go really fast and make big circles, and I'll bump into you.
Do we really have to?
Kirk Michaels, you're yellow. Come on.
Frankie, it's Larry. You're gonna think I'm nuts, but I swear it's the truth. I just saw Kirk Michaels. No, I mean it. This chick was talking to him, called him by name. It even looks like him. Frankie, I ain't touching a drop in the daytime. You know they'd can me from this park. It's Kirk Michaels, I'm telling you. He's right here. And he ain't getting away. All right, let me check it out, all right? I'll get back to you. Yeah.
Hi, Uncle Mike.
Hi, Kelly. You and your friend ought to come out and enjoy the sunshine.
Well, if we do, you'll just put us to work.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. Besides, your thumb doesn't look too green at the moment. Nancy made some lemonade there on the table. Why don't you help yourself?
Well, we don't work out much of a thirst just practicing. Even if that's all we ever get a chance to do. You know, Mike, sometimes people think I'm just a big kid playing with dolls.
What do you care what other people think? You know, I thought you'd be on top of the world today after all that publicity you and your puppets got on the Bobby Burrows show last night.
Yeah, that was really nice of Mr. Burrows to do all that, but of course I know why. Well, he's grateful to you, Mike.
Oh, no. The case I handled for Bobby was a long time ago. It was strictly business. If he's grateful to anyone, it's to you.
Well, I didn't do anything for him.
Well, you made his little boy's stay in the hospital easier, and that means a lot to fathers. Besides, what he said was the truth, wasn't it? Your show was a hit at the Unicorn.
Well, it was a hit, all right. Mr. Dorn didn't think so. Matter of fact, my little pals here almost cost me my job.
Kelly, did you ever stop to think if it's really the right job for you? If it's going to take you where you want to go?
Well, sure I've thought about it. But there's something just as important as my show business career, Mike. Well, I've got to start being independent. Be able to afford to have a place of my own.
That really bothers you, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't like sponging off people, even if they are family.
It's all well and good to want to be independent, Kelly, but the nice thing about having a family is it gives you some place to turn to for help and support. And it works both ways, you know. One of these days, we may be coming to you for something.
Like what?
Tickets to your first Broadway show?
Hey, that'll be the day. It's getting late. Better get going to work. Put my puppets away.
Saturday night's the big night at the disco. Huh?
It's supposed to be that way anyway. But we haven't had that many customers yet.
Oh, business still isn't good?
I don't see how Mr. Dorn keeps the place going. In fact, I might not even have that job for very long.
You could get another job, couldn't you?
Well, sure I could. But I like working at the Unicorn for a couple of reasons.
Would one of the reasons be the new girl who works there?
Well, she certainly makes going to work a lot more interesting. But work's about the only place I get to see Jody. She's either at the Unicorn or at the dance studio down the block. Well, I told you she wants to be a professional dancer more than anything else, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. So, her career is your competition.
Well, her dancing career isn't my only competition. There's this dance instructor named Gavin. He has a lot more in common with Jody than I do.
I didn't know that you show business types were so easily discouraged.
Well, I guess I just got to try a little harder. In fact, I think I'm going to do that right now.
Now, that's what I like to hear.
See you later.
Okay, Kelly.
And there's no doubt that she is who she says she is?
Well, I never really doubted it. But, to be sure, Miles and Eric did some checking. Jody is definitely my father's child.
Oh, dear. Nicole, did you ever, even by chance, ever run into her mother?
No, I never did. And to tell you the truth, from what I've heard about Billy Lorraine, I don't think I want to.
Yeah. Well, tell me about the girl. What's she like?
Well, she's young, 18. She's got dark hair, and she's very pretty. And, of course, I don't know very much about her as a person, but she managed to make a very good first impression.
Oh, how? In what way?
Well, she didn't push the relationship. She didn't demand recognition or anything. And when Miles offered to help her financially, she turned him down.
Well. Little independent, huh? Sounds just like my nephew.
Well, you know, that's interesting that they discovered each other before we knew anything about it.
Oh, well, I'm not so sure that Jody has discovered Kelly, because from what he's told us, she's been giving him something of a cold shoulder.
Anyway, we both seem to have expanded our families recently, haven't we?
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
I don't know. I just don't know. It's so strange to have a sister here in the same town and not to know the first thing about her.
Yeah. I assume you don't have any real, legal responsibility for her.
No, I suppose I don't, but I can't help feeling responsible. We do share the same father.
Yeah. Well, since you offered to give her help and she refused, what else do you want to do?
I don't know. What can I do? All I can do is wait and see. Hey, maybe she'll change her mind about Kelly, and then we'll have a lot more in common than we already do.
You know, you may have a point there. Maybe we can enter into a conspiracy of matchmaking, huh? Would you like to bring her over for dinner one evening?
Well, there's a little problem there. Jodi's busy every night.
Why, what does she do?
Apparently, she spends every evening practicing her dancing.
Watch your balance. Come on, you can do better than that. Keep that left leg straight. Come on. That's nice. All right, that's enough.
What do you mean that's enough?
You're getting too tired.
No, I'm not.
You're dancing as if you are.
But I only missed one step.
You're ready to collapse, honey. All right, forget it. Take a break. No, on second thought, let's call it a day.
But Gavin, you can't do that to me. Oh, I haven't practiced more than 1 hour today.
Look, you've got to report to work very soon, and you're going to be on your feet all night waiting on tables.
I know what I'm doing.
The hell you do? Come on, Jody. What's the hurry? Your Broadway debut is still a couple of years away. I think they'll hold the curtain.
Yeah, well, if you ask me, I'd say you're the one who's tired, okay? So why don't you call it a day, and I'll just finish up my exercises.
You know, a dance teacher is like a doctor. You either take his advice or you get yourself somebody else.
Oh, is that a threat?
Why do you have to dance 8 hours every day? What makes you think it's worth all the pain? Do you know how many unemployed dancers there are in this country? The reason they're all so thin isn't because of exercise, it's starvation.
Oh, well, thank you so much for the encouragement.
Every hoofer I ever met thought they were going to make it big, but they didn't kill themselves in the attempt.
And I bet you none of them ever made it either.
No. None of them ever made it. None that I ever knew.
Yeah, well, that says a lot for your teaching ability, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, if Bob Fosse is waiting for you, honey, then go right ahead.
Gavin, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that, really.
You're right, though. None of my pupils ever did become a star. But at least a half a dozen of them are working in chorus lines and nightclubs and stuff like that.
You haven't been teaching very long, have you?
No, this last couple of years.
Oh, well, then there you are. Well, how do you know one of your pupils isn't going to become a star? It just takes time. Maybe I'll be your first one.
If you live long enough. Jody, what is it? What are you trying to prove?
Nothing. Why do people ask me stupid questions like that? What are you trying to prove? Why do I have to prove anything? I just want to be a dancer. I want to be something special. I don't want to end up like my...
Like who?
Like my mother.
Didn't you say she was an actress?
That's right. She's an actress. And I don't want to be the kind of actress she is. An actress who never acts, who probably couldn't act to begin with. No, when I tell people I'm a dancer, it's going to be the God's honest truth.
Do you want a soda? Going out for one.
No, thanks.
Oh, hello, Gavin.
Hello, Kelly.
Is Jody in there?
Inside.
Well, I thought I'd do the same thing you did the other night. Walk her to where she has to go.
That's pretty nice of you. Well, it's daylight out now. The only reason I walked Jody home was because it was dark out.
Well, then, maybe she won't mind having some company, huh?
Better ask her.
I will. Gavin! Jody? Jody, are you all right?
All right.
Do you need a doctor?
No.
You're definitely in no shape to go to work tonight.
No, you better tell the boss she's sick, Kelly.
You can't do that. I have to work. I'll be all right in a little while. Really, I will.
No. Gavin's right. I'll tell Mr. Dorn that you won't be in this evening.
Oh, but Kelly, it's Saturday night.
Oh, don't worry. I'll take care of waiting on the tables for you.
Will you? Oh, Kelly, you're terrific. Thank you.
You know, I get the impression that you're not interested in my problems.
Honey, there's a time for your problems, and there's definitely a time for mine.
But, darling, I thought we were going to share all our problems.
Good. Pay half my bills.
No, thank you. I've got enough money problems of my own, but they are going to be solved very soon in a very big way.
Yes. When and if.
What do you mean, if?
If you win the custody trial, darling, don't forget that little detail. Surely you realize that if you lose it, the one who's going to benefit most from this is going to be your husband.
Don't say that. That is a sickening thought. Logan getting all my mother's money. And if he knew that that baby was a millionaire, you better believe he would try a lot harder.
I get the impression Logan is going to fight very, very hard, even if that kid is very broke.
Well, he can do what he likes because he's already lost the case. There's nothing he can say in court. He doesn't have a letter, doesn't have a witness. He has absolutely nothing.
Yes.
Mr. Dorrant, can I speak to you for a moment?
Ah, Kelly, how are you? I'm delighted to see you.
You are?
Have you met Mrs. Swift?
Well, not formally.
Well, this is Mrs. Swift, and Raven, this is Kelly McGrath, a highly valued employee. Why don't you come in and sit down? Now, what can I do for you?
Well, Jody Travis took ill tonight, so I came in to tell you that she can't go to work.
Why didn't she call in herself?
Well, I happened to be with her at the time, so I volunteered to tell you. But don't worry, there won't be any problem. I can help wait on the tables.
Waiting on tables? Kelly, I wouldn't think of it. I have something much better in mind for you.
You do?
Yes, I think you're cut out for finer stuff. Why don't you go home and bring back some of those delightful little friends of yours?
My puppets?
Yes, I've always found them very charming, of course.
You did?
I hit it well. It's just that after a while, it's not a question of personal taste anymore, but of popular demand. You have to give the public what they want. Didn't Barnum say that?
I think he said something like, there's a sucker born every minute.
It seems, Kelly, that a disc jockey at a local radio station had a few kind words to say about your furry friends. So, go home and bring back as many as you can carry. You're in show business now.
Bye.
Bye.
Come on, let's sit down. I am running out of steam.
Oh, how many rides have we been on?
Oh, 5, 6, I don't know. It feels like 106.
Oh, your leg doesn't hurt you, does it?
No, my leg is fine. It's the rest of my body that's giving out.
Oh, stop. This is such a wonderful idea. I don't think I've had this wonderful a day in my whole life. You know, we haven't been on the carousel yet.
Yeah, I know. Well, to be honest with you, I don't think I want to ride on the carousel. Maybe it was just that partial memory I had.
I'm sure it was just something from your childhood.
No, I don't think so. When I think of the carousel, I think of the picnic. Then I think of that woman with the golden hair.
You know something? I'm hungry. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can believe that. We've had a lot of exercise.
Well, I don't think I could manage another hamburger, but I could really go for an ice cream cone.
Ice cream?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound too bad. I haven't had ice cream in quite a while. All right, I saw an ice cream stand over there. I'll go get us some.
No, I'll go with you.
No. You stay here. I know you're very tired. What flavor would you like?
Chocolate, of course. Is there any other?
Oh, yeah, there are several. There's vanilla, strawberry, butter pecan,
stop being a wise guy.
coffee.
Just bring me the chocolate.
Okay, be right back.
I know what it reminds you of, Kirk. Reminds you of her.
Mrs. Kirk Michaels?
Yes. Do I know you?
No, Mrs. Michaels. But I know your husband. I haven't seen Kirk for a long time. Must be a good 10 years, I guess. I hardly recognized him, to tell you the truth.
No, you didn't recognize him at all. You're thinking of someone else.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. I mean, it's not that usual of a name, is it? And he sure looks like my old buddy Kirk, all right.
Well, where do you know him from?
I was right here in Monticello. We were in business together, as a matter of fact.
What kind of business?
Yeah, we'll have a lot to talk about, old Kirk and me.
No, you're mistaken. I'm absolutely positive of it. My husband and I don't even come from Monticello. We just moved here a few weeks ago. We're actually from upstate, Evansville.
Evansville? Now I know I got the right party. You see, that's where Kirk Michaels lived 10 years ago. Only he got into a little jam, and they sent him to one of those correctional institutions, if you know what I mean.
No, you're wrong. It's not the same person.
Yeah, they sent him to this place, only he didn't stay there too long. There was this nice welfare-type lady that took him out of there.
You're completely mistaken.
Am I? Well, we'll just wait till he gets back.
Please. Even if he is the same person, he's not going to recognize you.
Oh.
No,
Look, I know 10 years is a long time.
No, it's not just that. Well, he's been ill. He's been seriously ill. He lost his memory. He can't remember anything for the past 10 years. He won't remember you either.
You know something? I had an idea that his memory wouldn't be too good. But don't worry. I intend to remind him about everything. And you're staying right here until I do.